Welcome, I'm Dr. Janine Bowring, naturopathic doctor, and today I'm talking about glyphosate toxicity with 9 natural ways to reduce glyphosate in the body. So if you missed my other episodes, if you don't know what glyphosate is, it is the toxic herbicide that unfortunately gets into up to 90% of our food supply. So check out my other videos about what sources maybe in your world, in your diet, that you have to the glyphosate, and today's tips are how to get rid of that glyphosate from your body. So tip number 1 is to do your best to eat organic foods, especially non-GMO foods. And the reason for this is that in the GMO industry, unfortunately, certain crops have been heavily sprayed with glyphosate because they've been genetically altered to be able to withstand that glyphosate as a herbicide. So this is something that most people aren't aware of. It's really important to do your best. I know it's expensive. It is difficult, definitely, to make that switch over to everything organic. But when you can't always eat organic, you can actually make your own veggie wash to help to wash away some of that glyphosate residue. So this is something that you can make on your own. I'm going to show you how to do this. So you're going to use some water. So the actual recipe is about 1 cup of water and 1/2 cup of white vinegar. And then you're going to use, if you can, some lemon essential oil. You can also use fresh lemon juice, but I use about 10 drops of the lemon essential oil and mix that up into my spray bottle. So all you're going to do is spray your veggies. It smells actually quite lovely. And you're going to spray that onto your produce and let it sit for just a few moments, and then you're going to wash it away. So you're normally washing your fruits and vegetables anyway, but this will help to wash away some of that glyphosate residue. So please let me know how that works for you. I'm really excited to hear. I love to do this, and it can actually help to extend some of the shelf life of when you're using the veggie washes. You can certainly purchase a veggie wash as well, but it helps to extend, I find, the shelf life of your fruits and vegetables as well. Okay, tip number 2 is to use apple cider vinegar. So apple cider vinegar is known to break down the glyphosate in your body. So by consuming a little bit of apple cider vinegar every day, this can be really helpful. And apple cider vinegar is known to help with digestion, helps with other things as well. So this is something that's great. About 1 tablespoon a day is all you need. Tip number 3 is to ensure that you are supplementing, getting enough of the essential minerals. So one of them, which is super important, especially for glyphosate toxicity, is magnesium. And my preferred type is magnesium bisglycinate. The reason being is that you're getting 2 of those glycines, and glycine is something that glyphosate causes a deficiency of glycine in the body, and glycine is important for our longevity. It's important for anti-aging, and this is important because glyphosate in its chemical structure looks a lot like glycine and will replace glycine in your body. So a lot of people have a glycine deficiency because of their glyphosate toxicity, and it's important to, when you are taking magnesium, to find that bisglycinate. So we'll share links below in the description to get your hands on a good magnesium bisglycinate. Also, you want to make sure that you are making sure that you're getting enough zinc in your diet, as well as vitamin B12. So glyphosate is known to bind up these minerals, whether it's the zinc, whether it's the cobalt, which we need to make sure that in terms of vitamin B12 status. And this is why animals that are eating, food that has been sprayed with glyphosate that unfortunately now doesn't have the cobalt, they can't make the B12, so we're not getting the B12 in our diet. And this is why you ask yourself, and now all of these, the light bulb goes off, all of these deficiencies that we have as humans, it often has to do with the health of the animals that we're eating. If you aren't a vegetarian, of course, that, maybe you're running that risk, even though it is a high B12 food, but maybe that, animal didn't get the B12 in the first place because of the glyphosate. Okay, tip number 4 is to do a full body detox, and doing this at least 3 to 4 times a year is is the way that I recommend at the change of the season to do that detox for all of the internal organs, to get those toxins out of the body so that you have a better chance at getting rid of not only the glyphosate, but some of those other heavy metals and, you know, other toxins and the environmental toxins that you've been exposed to. So we'll share again a link to a full body detox below so that you can do that, and do that, you know, in a gentle and safe and effective way at least a few times a year. Tip number 5 is to make sure that if you are ingesting animal products that they are grass-fed. So grass-fed beef and meats, you know, in terms of butter as well. And grass-fed collagen is a great way to help to make sure that you're covering up for that glycine deficiency from that glyphosate. So grass-fed collagen is known to be naturally high in glycine, so that is another thing that you can do to help. Tip number 6 is to follow Mother Nature's prescription. So you've heard me talk about this in other videos at length in terms of getting enough natural sunlight exposure, especially first thing in the morning, which is so fantastic. Getting outside, deep breathing, grounding, so bare feet on the earth as well, to make sure that you are definitely connecting with the earth and bringing those negative electrons from the earth into your body to really help on so many levels for your overall health. Tip number 7 is to ensure the healthy microbiome. So getting enough probiotics is really important. And one of the best foods for glyphosate is sauerkraut. So one of the organisms in sauerkraut naturally helps to break down glyphosate into carbon dioxide and water. So incorporating some natural sauerkraut that you can make yourself, it's super easy to do. I have another video, so check that out here on YouTube as well, about how to make that sauerkraut on your own. It's really easy, like 3 ingredients, that's it. You will be able to do that and consume that on a daily basis to help with breaking down that glyphosate. Tip number 8 is to eat sulfur containing foods. So things like seafood is fantastic for sulfur, as well as pork. Organic and pasture raised eggs are fantastic as well. This is so important to get enough sulfur. Sulfur we need to help to protect against that glyphosate toxicity, but also helps with that connection with that sunlight and turning that sunlight energy into those electrical currents that we need to run our cells. So that's really important. If you're lacking in sulfur, you simply won't be able to do that and have proper mitochondrial function. Tip number 9 is to drink the right type of water. So whether that's reverse osmosis water, whether that is water that is a little bit lower in deuterium. I have future episodes that will discuss about deuterium and why this is so important. But structure your water. This is something that you can easily do. And what I like to do is I like to put my water, which is usually reverse osmosis, into a glass vessel, put it out in the sun, allow the sun to structure, energize that water, and swirl it around a little bit is great as well to be able to really hydrate your body. We know that we've got to flush things out of our body, toxins, including glyphosate, but so many other environmental toxins as well, to really have the healthiest body that we can. So there you have it. Today I talked about glyphosate toxicity, 9 natural ways to reduce glyphosate in the body. I hope you've got some questions or comments for me. Please do leave them in the comment section below. Be sure to share this video as well with your friends, because it's so important to know the tips as to how to reduce our glyphosate in our bodies. If you did learn something new, you love this video, please give me a big thumbs up. I truly appreciate all of your great feedback. And if you're new to my channel, welcome in. I hope that you'll subscribe. Click that bell by turning on your notifications so that you are always notified of my newest and latest uploads, which happens every single day of the week. And remember to always take good care of your health and do it naturally. Thanks for watching today.